Jazz music is heard in every corner. Food that fills the soul and streets full of history. A mix of French, Spanish, African, and Creole culture gives the city a unique character. Here, life is celebrated with mass music and kindness. It's a place of spirituality where faith is shown with candles, songs, and rituals. Hi, my name is Maria Jose, and I'm going to talk about New Orleans. Today we'll explore the city of New Orleans. It is in the state of Louisiana in the south of the United States, near the Gulf of Mexico and at the mouth of the Mississippi River. The city is surrounded by swamps and lagoons, which are typical in this area. Because of its location, the climate is humid subtropical, with not hot summers and short mild winters. Even though it can have hurricanes, the rain is often heavy with strong winds. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina, a Category 5 hurricane, flooded 80% of the city. Many people lost their homes. The city was badly damaged and it took years to recover. This was one of the most dangerous hurricanes in history. New Orleans was founded in 1718 by a French explorer and governor called Jean-Baptiste Le Moyne de Bienville. The city was named after the Duke of Orleans, who was the leader of France at that time. The city was made to be a port of the Mississippi River to help trade between Europe, Africa, the Caribbean, and the middle of North America. In 1763, after the 7 Years' War, France gave the territory to Spain, but in 1800, France took it back for a short time. In 1803, Napoleon sold the land to the United States in the Louisiana Purchase. In this 19th century, New Orleans became a very important trade center, especially for cotton and sugar. It was also an important place for the slave trade, where slave people were sold in public squares, auction houses, and private churches. Slave people worked on the sugar and cotton farms, but some worked in the city as servants, cooks, builders, carpenters, and musicians. Even with all the difficulties, the African American community met on the Sundays in Congo Square to play music, dance, and keep their culture alive. This is where the Voodoo religion, Creole food, and African drum parades began. The architecture of New Orleans shows more than 3,000 years of French, Spanish, African, Creole, Caribbean, and American influences. Every building tells a different story and shows an important moment in the city history and experience. Traditions are the heart of New Orleans. Every day feels like a party with jazz music, colorful parades, warm food, and voodoo spirituality. Mardi Gras is a parade that ends the carnival and is celebrated the day before Ash Wednesday. They are decorated with floats, people in costumes and masks, music bands, and lots of colors. A tradition is the king cake. Whoever finds a small figure inside the cake has to plan the next party. Voodoo is a spiritual practice with African roots mixed with Catholic and Caribbean ideas. People honor their ancestors and lots with rituals, altars with candles, offerings, and prayers. One popular place is the tomb of the Voodoo Queen Marie Laveau. Second night parades are street celebrations led by brass band and followed by the community. They started with jazz music at funerals, but now also happen at weddings, birthdays, and festivals. The first line is the band, and the second line is the people who gave handkerchiefs and happily joined the parade. At jazz funerals, sad music is played, going to the cemetery, but on the way back, they celebrate their personal lives with happy music and dancing. The food of New Orleans shows its roots and feeds both body and soul. Every dish has strong flavors and personality, and you can find food from fancy restaurants to street stalls. As I mentioned before, this dish was created with many different accents, making a surprising and unique mix, and it's not a classic southern accent, but sounds more like the northeast of the country, with influences from New York neighborhoods and Caribbean Creole streets. Vowels change, speech is fast, and there are many unique expressions from Ireland. The yacht accent comes from the phrase "we're yachts" and comes from Irish, Italian, German, and Jewish immigrants in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It is similar to accents from Brooklyn or the Bronx, and this accent has a strong and nasal vowels, reduce final consonants, and change some vowel sounds. New Orleans is a city full of life, history, and cultural diversity. You can see this everywhere. In its lively music, especially food, amazing buildings, and old traditions. It's a place where the past and present come together to create a true and passionate identity. This city fascinates visitors and people who live there. More than a city, New Orleans is an unforgettable experience that invites you to explore, celebrate, and feel a unique spirit in the world.